Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is RonMan, and today we're taking a look at Mickey to Donald Magical Adventure 3 for Super Famicom. Mickey to Donald Magical Adventure 3 was developed and published by Capcom for the Super Famicom in 1995. Unfortunately, this game was not released in North America until 2004 for the Game Boy Advance, so 9 years later. I'm just gonna call this game Magical Quest 3. I was able to track down the cart for Super Famicom, so I am actually playing this legit card on my legit Super Famicom. Let's get into it. The Magical Quest 3 is very similar to the previous two games, the Magical Quest and the Great Circus Mystery. This, again, is a 2D action platformer with two-player co-op. Like the other games, this introduces new suits. The Knight suit, the Tree Climber suit, and the Magician suit. The Magical Quest 3 has some welcomed improvements. The first and biggest change is that you can play as either Mickey or Donald. Not only that, but the outfits differ between them. For example, the Knight suit for Mickey comes with a javelin which you can use to attack forward, down, and up. If you press and hold down, you'll be able to block forthcoming projectiles with your shield. If you go into the water, however, you'll sink, as this armor is heavy. Donald, on the other hand, has a wooden barrel and an iron pot for a helmet. His weapon is a hammer which attacks in an arc. If you press down, Donald will hide in the barrel and effectively block projectiles from all angles. He can also roll while in the barrel. Instead of sinking, like Mickey, Donald's outfit allows him to float while in the water. The Tree Climber suit, or Lumberjack suit, is mostly the same between both characters, although Mickey has a rope which he throws further and straight forward. Donald uses a belt, and like the hammer, swings it in an arc. With this suit, you can climb trees, slide down vines and rope, and pull certain objects. Finally, in the Magician suit, Mickey is dressed like a red Spike McFang, and quickly shoots magic birds. Donald has a magic lamp which takes a small charge before shooting, although you can press and hold the button and just let it go when you want. Also, while holding a shot, Mickey can actually use the genie hand as a platform to get to higher places. How cool is that? In Magical Quest 3, there are 7 levels, as opposed to the other games having only 6 levels. So this game is slightly longer, though you can still probably beat it in an hour or so. There is a password system in case you don't want to beat it in one sitting. There's a varied assortment of levels. We have the Town Harvest Fair, Fungi Forest, Sandy Mountain, the Airship, Shell Ocean, Snowflake Mountain, and finally King Pete's Palace. This game is fun to play, and these levels are perfectly designed for two-player co-op and your suit's abilities. Every stage has a boss and a mini-boss. The only boss I didn't like is this asshole. He's not hard, just annoying. The only way I know to beat him is by deflecting his cannonballs back at him. This means you have to wait for him to shoot, and sometimes he takes a while. He just spends time hopping around and jerking off his cannons. Come on, asshole, we're all waiting here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on! Well, it's about fucking time. Anyway, there are plenty of secrets that are worth going out of your way to find. You may find 1-ups, coins, fruit, hearts, heart containers, shops, and even mini-games. I also really enjoyed the presentation of the levels. For example, in the airship level, you don't just start on the airship. You actually have to make your way onto the airship, and after you beat the boss, you jump off. The first time I played Shell Ocean, I was like, ugh, a water level. But I was pleasantly surprised. The underwater part is not very long, as eventually you'll swim into a huge shell which you can explore on foot. The boss fight takes place outside and on top of said shell. I even noticed smaller details, like while in Snowflake Mountain, in the background you can see Pete's Palace. The further along the stage you go, the closer you get to the palace. After you beat Snowflake Mountain and you're in Pete's Palace, If you look out the window, you can see the snow-covered mountains from the previous level. It shows consistency. It's just a small, silly detail, but I took joy in noticing. The graphics here are great and the animations are well done. I think Donald getting pissed off is hilarious. More often than not, Disney games tend to have strong visuals. The music, however, is average. It's not bad, it's just not memorable. The controls are good and are mostly the same as the previous two games, though I noticed something a little odd. See, if you're walking and then suddenly change directions, you'll see this animation as your character turns. Now that's completely normal. In this game though, you actually can't jump during that animation. At first I just noticed that sometimes my character wouldn't jump when I pressed B. I thought maybe it was my controller, so I changed controllers, but it continued to happen. That's when I noticed it only happens once you've changed directions and this animation's on screen. I could not remember that happening to me in the other two games, so I checked, and no, it does not occur in the other two games. So why this game? It's not a big deal, but there were a few times where I took damage or died because of this. And that's the Magical Quest 3, or Mickey to Donald Magical Adventure 3. This is the biggest of the three games with more levels and a stronger replay value with the two-player co-op and the variation between characters. I give the Magical Quest 3 an 8 out of 10. Which of the three Magical Quest games is your favorite? Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe because I have a lot more content coming, and I'll see you in the next video.